Jack created incredible value. Jack thinks that he left Jeff with a royal flush.
Right.
Jeff thinks quite
he
the opposite.
was left with
a bag of bones.
But that's where I want to go.
It's not true. Jack left Jeff with an incredible group of assets, and Jeff decided he wanted to remake the company the way he wanted, not the way Jack had it, and he decided to very quickly. But don't forget, Andrew, the world changed. You know, Jeff became the CEO on September 7th. 2001.
And aviation and all that stuff.
GE had the jet engines on the planes. They had the building. So
the criticism of Jack was that he managed earnings and always had a couple of pennies in the drawer. But Jack would always say, I don't manage the earnings. I manage the businesses to generate the earnings that we're able to.
Look, I know this is the big thing in the managing the earnings. Very controversial. And even the first thing out of Jack's mouth, second thing out of Jack's mouth was, don't fall for it.
Right.
But look, when you own GE Capital, which is filled with assets and warrants and equity stakes and loans, you have assets that you can sell. You would be irresponsible as the CEO of GE not to sell assets.
Okay, Amersham definitely overpaid. I don't even see the synergies of when that happened. That was one of the very first things. And you benefit of the doubt, maybe it's going to work. That didn't. But the sale of NBC for pennies on the dollar,
the repeated M&A
buy high and sell low, and getting into the mortgage business.
Of that is
how about the mortgage business?
Jack was a master of the M&A craft, and Jeff wasn't.
You want to keep steering it to where Jack is responsible.
No, I'm not steering it to where Jack is responsible. I'm asking the counterfact. I'm just trying to understand.
I know. We've talked about it before.
The man spent years working on this book. Here's the question, and it will be a counterfactual we'll never know. If Jack was still running the company, what would have happened? Which is to say, because of GE Capital,
great risk manager,
do you think that he would have been able to figure out a way out of GE Capital effectively pre-2008? That to me is...
If he decided it was the right thing to do. Jack understood GE Capital.
Well, no, it would have invariably had to have been the right thing to do, because if it wasn't the right thing to do, he would have been in the same soup with everybody else.
No, what's the same soup as everybody else, Andrew? You know as well as anybody that what is the best performing industry since the financial crisis? One of the best performing industries is the financial services sector. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan Chase. And what did GE do? Instead of staying in the financial services sector, which it was making tons of profits in, it abandoned it at the first time sense that it became a SIFI. It didn't like it, too much regulation. It was, the government was starting to intrude. Jack would have figured out a way to reduce the risk at GE Capital, and he would have kept GE Capital, and Jeff Immelt would not have had the problem that he had when he couldn't replace the earnings that he lost when he lost GE Capital. Did
you go into this wanting to confirm the narrative that Jack? So were you converted, or I mean, obviously, I've always thought this. I knew Jack from day one.
Look, I went where the facts took me, and the facts took me to the place that Jeff Immelt made a lot of mistakes along the way, and at every time he had a big decision to make, he unfortunately made the wrong decision, whether it was selling NBCU way too cheaply in a panic, spending way too much for Alstom, overpaying for Amersham, getting out of GE Capital, getting in the oil and gas business at the wrong time. I mean, for GE, the most revered, most valuable company on the earth, to disappear, Apple could disappear, Google could disappear, Microsoft could disappear. All these companies we revere today.
Apple almost did disappear until Steve came back.
And it came back. But for GE to disappear is extraordinary after 130 years.